Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here, or you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and subscribe. Like this video, it's free of charge, so that YouTube will be able to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below as well. Ezekwesili describes Nigerian lawmakers as a bunch of nation destroyers, accusing them of behaving with impunity. Obiangeli Ezekwesili, a former Minister of Education, has berated Nigerian Senate for blocking the avenue for allegedly investigating the allegation of sexual harassment against the Senate President Godswill Akpabio by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. Ezekwesili described Nigerian lawmakers as a bunch of nation destroyers, accusing them of behaving with impunity. The statement comes after the Economist reported that Nigerian politics is a nasty place for women. The media outfit, which detailed Akpoti-Uduaghan's allegation against Akpabio, claimed that sexual harassment scandal reflects the harsh conditions Nigerian women encounter in politics. Reacting to the post, Ezekwesili said the Senate had brought shame upon Nigeria and Nigerians by their brazen refusal to provide an opportunity for an independent investigation into the matter. The ex-minister further stated that the Senate and Senate President had instead embarked on a smear campaign against Natasha. Ezekwesili's words, she said, and I quote, "Here is at The Economist in yet another post on the shame brought upon Nigeria and Nigerians by Senator Akpabio and the Nigerian Senate by their brazen refusal to provide an opportunity for an independent investigation and an open, transparent public hearing by a specially constituted committee of the Nigerian Senate. No one wants another kangaroo process of injustice like they did to Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan with their so-called Senate Committee on Ethics, Code of Conduct and Public Petitions investigation when she was referred to that tainted committee following the heated argument between her and the Senate President over sitting arrangements. The committee recommended a 6-month suspension and other egregious punishments, which were in violation of the Constitution and yet were approved by the Senate. Rather than reverse that illegality and focus on a petition for sexual harassment, the Senate and Senate President have instead embarked on a smear campaign against Senator Natasha Akpoti. They are currently conspiring to execute a sham recall by bribing our constituency, who thankfully have largely rejected their offer of filthy bribe. What a bunch of nation destroyers we have as lawmakers. They behave with impunity because they have taken a chokehold on our democracy. Well, it is time for all reasonable citizens to stand up to them and all the way before they totally destroy whatever is left of Nigerian. What are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comment section below. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. Before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Ezekiel Sunday says, Madam Ezekwesili had said it all. Some of our senators are really a bunch of disgrace who are in the house only for money making and nothing else. Our God shall surely wipe away our tears, and some of them would surely receive their rewards now and very soon, if they have a living God that answers prayers. Yusuf Kabiru says, useless motherfucker Obi Ezekwesili. Senator Natasha Akpoti, she's not like you. When all the senators, ministers, and honorable members don't sleep with Natasha Akpoti, she's now behaving and like a disciplined person. Look at what you are saying. Hey, God. Some people, it's like their brain is upside down. Because that is exactly how this person is talking like. How do you know that almost everybody, ministers, senators have slept with her? And, oh my God, I don't even know where to start from, Just immediately after she accused Akpabio of sexual harassment, the media just began stories of her having children, 5 different men, 5 different children, and all of that, just to, a smear campaign, just to smear her personality, so that people will say, who is the person speaking? Somebody that has children from 5 different men. And all of that does not happen. It does not matter, Jerry. If a relationship does not work, what will she do? Will she kill herself? she will go to another relationship. That is just it. It's in this part of the world that we look down on women who have children from different men. It is not that deep. Men do it all the time. So why can't women do it? If one relationship is not giving you happiness, you divorce from it. And then you go into another relationship. Recently, we've had different, series of stories concerning couples killing each other, cutting each other's arms, cutting each other's legs, all for what? Why would you stay on? That is why most people stay on in relationships that is not favorable, that is not pleasant, because they are afraid of what the society is going to say. Because society will call them prostitutes, the society will call them ashawo, whereas the man is free to marry as much wives as he wants. But when a woman leaves a marriage, the society will tag her immediately as a prostitute. Whereas it's better for her to leave the relationship, it's better for her to leave the marriage than to die there. Or than for the husband to poison her, or for her to poison the husband. Pepper soup and all of those ugly stories we've been hearing, or for them to set each other ablaze. It's quite sad that people would prefer to stay on in unpleasant relationships, all because they're afraid of what the society will say. This is the reason why people are now tagging her prostitute, this one, that one. Whereas even your mama, the mama will born you, gone. You do pass Natasha Akpoti, even if she's a prostitute. Anyway, moving on. Natasha Akpoti is now behaving like a disciplined person. Look at what you're saying. From your dirty mouth, idiot. It will never be better for your so-called oh gosh. People cannot pass across their opinion without insult, which just shows how very low their intelligence quotient is. If you are not able to pass across your opinions without insult, without insulting the other person, if you cannot disagree without insult, it just means that your intelligence quotient is very low. That is just the way I see it. Tom says, when someone makes baseless allegation without proofs, how can we take her serious? While she was walking, Akpabio squeezed her hand and the husband was behind. She's not presenting her case as a lawyer, rather as a village woman who doesn't know what costs stands to filter out in a case of this magnitude. In fact, I'm deeply disappointed with Ezekwesili's submission on this matter. Let's shift from gender and talk of reality. Bring tangible facts. Let's nail this man. Why I'm very, I solely agree 100% that she should have presented evidence. Like, if there are evidence, this would have been an easy case. If she had, posted a video or an audio of them interacting or having this sort of a conversation, it would have been very easy for Nigerians to, arrive at their conclusion. But without evidence, without anything, it's not that easy. And she's a lawyer, of course, like this comment says, she's a lawyer, in the courts. Without evidence, all of these things that she's saying cannot stand. It's just only a word versus Akpabio's word. She's a lawyer. I would have expected that all through, these times that all of these things are happening, she could have been documenting it, for times such as this. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.